In this video, I'm going to talk to you why you should never become a real estate agent. This is for people who are thinking about getting a real estate license, the ones that just started, and the ones that have been at it for a while, but they're not making money. So here are the reasons why you shouldn't get a real estate license, or you should just get out of real estate and go get a 9-to-5 job. You're getting into real estate for the money, when the truth is you should be getting into real estate for the discipline. Without discipline, you won't make money. That may be a hard pill to swallow, but this is the truth. You get into real estate and you want people to come to you instead of you going to them. Now, if you're thinking about getting a real estate license and you don't have it yet, yes, maybe you're thinking, well, I could just talk to the people I know and I'll be able to make money. You're not going to make a lot of money. Sure, you may be able to sell 1 or 2 houses a year, but this is not going to make you a fortune. And I know most real estate agents, they get in this business with the hope and expectation that they'll be able to make a fortune. And it is possible, but only a few agents actually do it. And the ones that do it, they understand before they even start that they're gonna have to find people that want to do business with them, because if you're just gonna wait for people to come to you, that's gonna be a very limited number of people. The next thing I wrote down is this. Agents think that their family and friends are going to do business with them, but they won't unless you are a knowledgeable, professional agent. I want you to consider this. Yes, this may be a friend, family member, an acquaintance, and selling their home is a big deal. For most people, this is their biggest financial investment. There is a lot of money at stake. They're not going to list with someone just because they know them. They want to make sure that this is someone who can handle not only the marketing, but the negotiations in one of their biggest assets. So before you even get into real estate, you got to accept the fact that, yeah, I'm going to have to go outside the people I know. And for those of you who have been in real estate for a while and it's just not producing the income that you expect, yeah, the number of people you know, it's a limited number of people. The people that you don't know is an unlimited number of people. There is no shortage of properties being listed and sold in your market every single day. You're just gonna have to go out and have conversations with people on a daily basis so you can be the agent taking those listings. Here's another reason why agents don't succeed at a high level in real estate. They're desperate to make money, but they're not desperate enough to be uncomfortable. Making a lot of money in any industry, not just in real estate, it's going to require you to get outside of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone is what keeps you where you're at. And where you're at may be okay. Maybe you're thinking, I'm okay where I'm at. Well, then stay where you're at. I assume, as I said, because I know it's a reality for most agents, they get into real estate with the impression and the hope that they can make a lot of money. They can, but it's not gonna be staying in your comfort zone. It's going to require a whole other level of discomfort initially. You're not going to be uncomfortable forever. It's initially. And then if you do it consistently, then it becomes second nature. Now, what's the next level after that? And you know, the exciting thing about this is life is about not just business, your real estate business, life in general. It's about growth. Whatever aspect of life, because obviously there's a lot more to life than just making money in your real estate business. But if you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're going backwards in every aspect. So if you accept that being uncomfortable is part of the process, you're going to have an amazing career. So here's another one as to why someone should not get in real estate, or they should get out and just go get that 9-to-5 job. They don't want to take responsibility for their actions. They'd rather blame the market, blame their broker, the interest rates, their partner. They rather blame anything rather than take responsibility. And the reality is that no one is responsible for their lack of results. If you're watching this and you've been in real estate for a while and you're not getting the results you want, it's not the market, it's not the politics, it's not the economy, it's not the agents in your market, it's not the ones that are overpricing property or cutting their commission. And I want you to think about this. When you blame outside circumstances, those outside circumstances are controlling you, controlling your results. When you take full responsibility, now you're in control. You can actually make the changes required to have the results you want. So taking responsibility is critical. If you are the victim type, real estate is not for you. Here's the next one. You think that you can do it on your own, and you can learn it all on your own. It's anyone that actually thinks that they got it all figured out, those are the ones that know the least. And I tell you this, I've been in real estate for 30 years. I have a lot of experience in selling and coaching and speaking, all of it. And I have a mindset of continuously learning and improving myself, because the more I improve myself, the more I can help my clients. And anyone who's not coachable and they want to control everything, I mean, they're lost before they even start. And the truth is, the only thing that you can control is what you think and what you do. And the crazy thing is, the people that want to control things outside of themselves, they want to control people and they want to control circumstances. They feel like they got to do it all on their own because nobody else can do it. These are the same people that cannot even control themselves. They cannot control how they think and how they act. So instead of focusing on that, I'm going to go try to control somebody else. Think about how crazy this is. And Tony Robbins, and he's just one that obviously you probably heard the name and is very well known. He talks about following a model that is proven to succeed. And that's what it takes. It takes the ability to be coachable, to learn from something that has proven to work. So if you are the type that thinks you know it all, I cannot even help you, and a million YouTube videos won't be able to help you either. Here's the next one I wrote down. You believe that having experience determines how fast you can get results and how much money you can make. The reality is there are a lot of real estate agents, 5, 10 years in real estate who can barely pay their bills. And then there are brand new agents taking 3 and 4 listings their first month in real estate. Many of my clients are actually getting those results. Why? Because they are focused on one path and they're taking massive action every single day to improve their mindset, their communication skills, and they're talking to motivated sellers on a daily basis. Real estate is not for you if you would be happy making less than 6 figures without a strong desire to succeed. You'd be wasting your time, and you'd be better off having a 9-to-5 job where you have built-in stability and you have a weekly paycheck. Here's another one. You care too much about what people think of you. Your image is more important than your income. If you're gonna get personally offended when somebody hangs up on you or give you a bunch of objections, this business is not for you. You're just gonna be relying on the people you know, and that's a very limited situation for you. Next, I wrote this down. You need certainty that something is going to work before you try it. Now, how? Obviously, you want to use your logic and common sense. Does this make sense to me? Is this the right path for me? Do I believe that this can work? But having complete certainty, the only one that can guarantees that is you. Because you're gonna have to prove it to yourself by doing it. So if you're like that highly skeptical person, I suggest that you become very skeptical of all the gimmicks that are out there that are promising you something for nothing. There is no such thing as something for nothing, in the words of Napoleon Hill. That doesn't exist. There is no free lunch. If you follow a path that is logical, it's proven, it's a proven model, and you apply it and you apply yourself, of course, you are going to have results, but you're going to have to take a chance, and you're literally taking a chance on you. You're the only one that ultimately can guarantee that doing what I say would actually work for you. So if you want to know how I can help you have a profitable, productive real estate career, click the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments and your questions below, and I will see you on the next video.